Hey, what's up? This is Ivan with the Dream Job CEO YouTube channel, bringing you the best ideas on how to actually find your dream job. And in today's video, what we're going to talk about is how to get a job if you don't have any experience in a particular field. Now, before we dive right in, consider subscribing below and enabling the notifications. That way you'll know exactly when I publish the new content. I talk about things like careers, resumes, networking, etc. So with that, let's dive right into the topic. Now, before I get into the weeds, let me first step back and say that there is no magic pill when it comes to getting a job if you don't have any experience with that particular job. Now, what's important is that there is a process and a roadmap that you have to map out in order for you to get from point A, which is where you are today, to point B. And the process starts with the knowledge that you have to acquire to be able to do the job. After you acquire the knowledge, then what you have to do is you have to get some experience applying that knowledge. And it doesn't have to be in a job, it could be a project, it could be volunteering your time, which is something I'm gonna talk about in a second. Once you scratch the surface and once you apply that knowledge that you've learned, then what you can do is you can put that on your resume and demonstrate to a potential employer that you actually took the initiative and did something and you really wanted to do this long term, and because you've done it on your own, you will be able to learn on the job, and they are more likely and are more willing to then hire you for that particular position. So let me give you an example and share a story with you. One of my friends wanted to become a Salesforce administrator. And what Salesforce is, it's a particular cloud software that manages relationships between companies' clients and the salespeople, right? And so there are administrators that help manage that software. And so the good thing about the Salesforce platform is that Salesforce as a company has a lot of great resources for free that my friend was able to leverage to learn more about how to do or how to work with Salesforce. More than that, it also prepared him to become Salesforce certified. There is a certification process that you can go through and become certified. Then what my friend was able to do is actually find a nonprofit that wanted somebody to help them with their Salesforce instance, right? And they were looking for somebody to volunteer their time to help them manage their software. And so that's what my friend has done for a couple of months. And what that allowed my friend to do is then put all of that experience on the resume, talk about the different projects that my friend worked on, and more importantly, also provide the person at that nonprofit as a reference to potential employer. And so fast forward, I think it was 6 months, my friend was able to get a job as a Salesforce administrator, and get that gig that he wanted, and he was really happy about that. Here's another example. If you wanted to be a web developer or a software engineer, there are a lot of boot camps that range from 1 month to all the way to a year, I think, if you wanted to do it part-time versus full-time. And they will also help you create a portfolio of projects that you develop as part of this boot camp. And then their boot camp graduates actually then get a full-time job or a part-time job doing what they learned as part of this boot camp. There's a pattern here, and the pattern is that you don't have to go back to school for 4 years, 5 years to learn something new. We live in a time where you have all this information available to you online. All it takes is just the initiative and a commitment that you want to do this. And this demonstrates to potential employers that, again, you are very motivated and you really want to switch careers, you want to do or you want to get that particular job. So with that, again, there's a process that you have to go through. It starts with acquiring knowledge, applying that knowledge, leveraging that experience, and getting that next dream job. So with that, this was Ivan with the Dream Job CEO YouTube channel. Consider subscribing below, and I will see you next time. Thank you.